the preceptor of preceptors, my Guru, with eyes reflecting divine bliss, Rudraksh earrings swinging from his ears, long wavy beard, forehead decorated with sandal paste and sacred ash, long hair bound into a circular braid with a coronet. Yes, only he can be my preceptor, my Guru, Acharya Abhinavagupta. Acharya Abhinavagupta. Acharya Abhinavagupta. The painter of this immensely touching pen picture of his Guru, Acharya Abhinavagupta, the Guru of Gurus, seated on the highest pedestal of the great systems of Siddhant, Kram, Bhairav, Yamal, Kaul, and other branches of Tantra and Shastras. The chapters of Indian history pertaining to such great men are important contributions from Kashmir. While describing the beauty of Kashmir in his literary works, Acharya Abhinavagupta says, "How beautiful is the land of Kashmir! How cool is the shade provided by the trees! How lively are these lovely fields of saffron! The mountain ranges full of scenic beauty, and the streams full of nectar flowing beneath them, adding new dimensions to life. Full of this diverse and amazing beauty, how can't the valley of Kashmir be beautiful?" Acharya Abhinavagupta continued to light up the dark corners of ignorance by bringing forth the priceless, incomparable pearls of wisdom after immersing himself into the vast ocean of knowledge. His persona was a unique source of knowledge, which bestowed ease of understanding to Thrik philosophy, Natyashastra, and aesthetics, and added new dimensions to them. His towering genius, power of knowledge, and philosophical outlook raised him to the level of an avatar during his lifetime. Many of his followers believe that Acharya Abhinavagupta was indeed a Bhairav incarnate. During the middle of the 10th century, Abhinavagupta was born in this family between 940 and 950 AD. Abhinavagupta's father was Sri Narasingha Gupta and his mother was Vimla, whom he refers to as Vimalkala in his writings as a mark of reverence. In addition to being a philosopher of Shaivism, Sri Narasingha Gupta was also a teacher of Sanskrit grammar. This is probably the reason for the early education of young Abhinav at home itself. In his magnum opus Tantralok, based on the Tantra philosophy, Abhinavagupta deviated from the centuries-old tradition of beginning a creative piece of writing with the invocation of Ishtadevi, or the goddess of the house. He starts the Tantralok with salutations to his parents, whom he revered as no less than any god or goddess. He expresses his respect and devotion to them by addressing his father as Panchamukha Gupta and mother Vimla as Mahajanani. The reason for this immense love and respect was also the loss of his mother at a very young age. This filled the compassionate mind of young Abhinav with vacuity and emptiness. He continuously looked for this idol of affection who was always around him like a shadow. The void thus created, the bouncing, flaring flames of his mother's pyre, the palm full of Jal Tarpan, raised some pertinent questions in the serene and tender mind of young Abhinav. The question of life and death, the crisscrossing and uneven lines between these two extremes. Is this what we call life? From the point of birth to the dot of death? Acharya Abhinavagupta's craving for accumulation of knowledge is unparalleled in history. To understand the different genres of philosophy, he inculcated knowledge from many eminent gurus. All these teachers and gurus were no ordinary humans, but accomplished practitioners, experts in their respective subjects, under whose mentorship Acharya Abhinavagupta attained a multifaceted, multidimensional scholastic stature, who was an epochal teacher. His pavonine splendor turns the tempestuous human mind into a bliss of infinite gleam even today.
यह प्रकाशः स सर्वस्य प्रकाशत्वं प्रयच्छति न च तद्व्यतिरेक्यस्ति विश्वं सद्भावभासते.
One who's resplendent bestows a refulgent gleam to all. There is no exclusion. In his writings, Acharya Abhinavagupta has portrayed his gurus with great respect. While explicating Bharata's Natya Shastra in his Abhinav Bharati, he glorifies his guru Acharya Bhattatot. In the similar manner, while saluting another of his gurus, Bhatt Induraj, in his work Lochan, all the gurus of Abhinavagupta were renowned scholars, and so was the lineage of his disciples. It is believed that in Kashmir alone he had about 10,000 disciples during his lifetime, and amongst them Kshemaraj, Kshemendra and Madhuraj Yogi etc. were most outstanding. In Abhinav's ashram, along with the male disciples, there were female disciples too, called Shivadutis. In some religious books, they have been addressed as Parameshwari as a mark of respect. This determines their place in devotion to Lord Shiva. After the untimely death of his mother, Abhinavagupta's widowed sister and the Shivadutis performed a special role to reduce the barrenness in his life. Abhinavagupta is believed to have authored about 41 works, most of which are extinct now. It is believed that whatever was left after this destruction got consolidated again due to the significant efforts made by Swami Ramji Maharaj. For the protection, propagation and continuity of Shaiv philosophy, Swami Ramji Maharaj established a center in the Fateh Kadal area of Srinagar city. Children and youth were made aware of Kashmir Shaivism at this center. Swami Ramji Maharaj onward, this Thrik philosophy, though facing ups and downs along the tides of time, percolated down to reach Swami Lakshmanju. In Swami Lakshmanju's ashram, many Western scholars carried out research on Kashmir Thrik philosophy, along with their Indian counterparts. These scholars published many books based on their research and popularized Abhinavagupta's philosophy in countries across the globe. In this manner, the Thrik Shaiv philosophy propagated by Acharya Abhinavagupta retrieved Kashmir, its place of origin, back from the barbarian darkness and led it towards enlightenment through the path of self-realization. Abhinavagupta's works may be classified into 4 categories. 1. Original works. 2. Commentaries and critical writings. 3. Literary works. And 4. Devotional poems. His original writings include Tantralok, Tantrasar, Parmarthasar, Mahopadesh Vinshatika, Parmartha Charcha, Parmartha Dwadashika, Bodh Panchadashika, etc. Commentation and critical works include Pratyabhigya Vimarshini, Malini Vijayvartik, and Geetarth Sangrah. In his literary works we have Abhinav Bharati and Dhvanya Loklochan. And in the fourth category, his devotional poems include Bhairav Stotra, Kram Stotra, Anubhav Nivedan Stotra, Dehastha Devata Chakra Stotra. Tantralok is the main work of Abhinavagupta. It is an extensive encyclopedia of Shaiv Tantra and devotion. It contains elaborate interpretations of both knowledge and ritual veneration. Being important from the philosophical point of view, it is also most important from the tantric devotional point of view. All dimensions of the universal processes and methodologies are well explained in it. A great philosopher beyond the bonds of era or epoch, Acharya Abhinavagupta considered every element of nature as a means of self-realization.
मूलतः आत्मबोधम आत्मानं च शिवस्वरूपे प्रत्यभिज्ञानस्य प्रक्रिया मौनदर्शनस्य सारः वर्तते। परन्तु मार्गोऽयं ज्ञानरूपात्मकं प्रकाशबिन्दोः प्राप्तेः सरलमार्गः नास्ति। शैवदर्शनं मार्गमेनं सुगमं करोति। तंत्र मंत्र यंत्राश्च साधनायाः उपकरणाः वर्तन्ते। तंत्र नाम किं? तंत्र नाम दर्शनम्। मंत्रमित्युक्ते दैव्यशक्तीनाम् आमन्त्रणं तथा च यंत्रमित्युक्ते साधनायाः उपकरणम्।
In Tantralok, he says,
साहित्य सांद्र रसभोग परो महेश भक्त्या स्वयं ग्रहण दुर्मदया गृहीतः स तन्मयी भूयन लोकवर्तनी मजी गणत कामपि केवलं पुनः तदीय संभोग विवृद्धये पुरा करोति दास्यं गुरुवेश्मसु स्वयम्।
Seeing Abhinavagupta besmeared in the nectar of his creative intellect, his beloved, the devotion to Shiva, was aroused. As a consequence, ignoring all conventions, he too consented to the devotion to Shiva and accepted the servitude of his masters. Understanding the sum and substance of some of his literary works arouses one's curiosity to know more. Like in Ishwar Pratyabhigya Vimarshani, Acharya Abhinavagupta commentates on Utpal Dev's Ishwar Pratyabhigya Karika, which is the first complete methodical writing on Pratyabhigya philosophy. Similarly, his Paratrimshika Vivaran also opens a repository of knowledge before the reader. It is an elaborate commentary in about 30 shlokas based on Paratrimshika Agam and is written in the form of a dialogue between Bhairav and Bhairavi. His contribution is considered significant in the historical context for his effortless and easy explanations on Trik philosophy, which not only helped in its understanding by the common people, but also played a lasting and effective role in spreading this school of thought. Trik Shaiv philosophy is based on non-dualism, which is designed around the relation between Nar, Shakti and Shiva. A creature, even after being of an inferior category, is basically a part of Shiv only. Shiv has created creatures out of his own self. Hence, he cannot be different from Shiv, the Supreme Self. By this logic, no special competence is required for practicing Shaiv sadhana. Abhinavagupta's elaborate commentary on the Natya Shastra of Bharat Muni enjoys the same importance in the field of performing arts as Tantra Loka does in Trik Shaiv philosophy. The majesty of Abhinav Bharati can also be gauged by the fact that some annotators call it Natya Ved. Summarizing Acharya Abhinavagupta's Trik philosophy, writings and commentaries into a few pages or images is an effort to express too much in too little. His literary works are extraordinary, not only for their comprehensiveness, seriousness and high quality, but also for the wide range of his interests. They are an ideal for the whole humanity, especially in the modern times. Like the birth of Acharya Abhinavagupta, not much is clearly known about his nirvana too. It is believed that at the time of his salvation, he entered a cave. This cave can be found even today in the hillocks of Bhirva village in Kashmir. The Guru of Gurus, Acharya Abhinavagupta, had realized that now his job was complete here and that it was time for him to go back. He had immense love for his disciples and their practice too had touched the skies. How could the Guru leave them behind? During the course of entering the cave, the Bhairav Stotra which he recited mentions the date as well, which can be translated as, it is the 10th day of the waning moon of Posh month and the year is 68. By 68 here, he means the year 4068, which comes to 4th January 1016 according to the Dominical calendar. Centuries ago, this light emanated from here. History stands as a tall witness, but this immortal and unfading light cut across all the storm that came in its way, and it kept on spreading itself in the whole world, and the expansion continues even today.
व्याप्त चराचर भाव विशेषम चिन्मय भाव विशेषम चिन्मयमेकम अनंतम अनादिम